Hi guys, it's Minx here. Hope you're doing well, and wanted to make a video talking about what it's like to do YouTube. I'm not gonna go through a full history of my fucking channel or anything, but I just wanted to talk about what it's like to be a gaming channel, or at least my experience as a gaming channel. A channel that has never been really mainstream popular, but has had some degree of success. A niche success is what I would call my channel. So let's talk about that. I was thinking this yesterday as I was like trying to prepare a bit of a backlog of videos that YouTube, while it's been a great thing for me in terms of like, I've been able to make a career of this since 2011, it's also been a really, really huge element of stress and obsession in my life over the years. And I feel for most gaming channels and for most YouTube channels, actually, it probably has been for them as well if you're doing it for a living. And it really, really is a stressful thing. For example, let's talk about making content. It kind of hit me recently, in particular. It's hit me at other times before, but I guess it was more like a realization for me just how much of my life has been eaten up obsessing about YouTube. I was thinking back to conversations I've had with friends, thinking about times when perhaps I should have been not thinking about work and just trying to enjoy myself and enjoy life. And I've been thinking about YouTube constantly. It has eaten up a huge amount of my life, a huge amount every minute of every day, whether it's worrying about getting content done, worrying about the performance of a series, worrying about things generating enough money, that kind of thing. I probably wouldn't have been quite as obsessed with it if, like, I didn't have to make a certain amount of money to keep my wife in the country and shit like that, but I still think I probably would have been obsessed with it, regardless of how much money I was making, or regardless of what money I needed to make. It's incredibly sad in some ways how much of my life it's eaten up and how much it potentially has soured some experiences in my life. I'm thinking back, like, so at the end of last year, I went to the US, and it was a work trip. I met with a bunch of YouTubers, and we all hung out and stuff, which was great. But it should have been a work trip where I wasn't making videos, and it should have been a work trip where I was at least switched off partially from, like, the grind. I wasn't making videos on the trip. I wasn't doing anything like that, but I spent the entire trip, stressing about views and stats, constantly looking at my statistics, constantly looking at stuff that I shouldn't have been. I should have just been, like, enjoying networking and kind of that kind of thing. But I spent the whole time thinking about YouTube, talking about YouTube, to the point I think that it was probably pretty irritating for those around me. I know it irritates Chrism having to live with me day by day, and I don't shut the fuck up about YouTube. I think YouTube in some ways is responsible for making me a bit of a crappy person to be around sometimes, and it's kind of hitting me really hard in my thought process recently, just how shit it must be for my friends, my family, my wife, people around me that I just constantly talk about and obsess about this shit. And it needs to be toned down. I'm not saying I need to stop thinking about YouTube. Obviously, it's my main source of income, so that's important. But I somehow need to detach myself from this to a certain degree. Every time I upload a video, I worry about how that video is going to do. Every time I upload a video, I'm like, wow, is this going to do enough views to me to justify keep doing a series on it, for example? Is this going to do enough views to justify me having recorded this for 4 hours already and not knowing how the first episode's going to do? That kind of thing. And it's really, really stressful. Like, I can't really put into words how much I stress about it. Like, I'll be constantly refreshing the analytics page when a video goes live, going, holy shit, this is an unusual behavior. This video hasn't peaked as quickly as it should have done. That's really good. Or this video is underperforming. What the fuck am I going to do? And that kind of shit. And especially since, like, the adpocalypse started happening, that's been even more, like, in the forefront of my mind. Like, holy shit, what the fuck do I do? I don't even know this video's got any fucking ads playing on it. So these reviews actually mean anything? Do they mean just fuck all? It could be doing really well. I could be making $5. I don't fucking know. And in some ways, it's like just draining me to the point it's really hard to fucking think about anything else. And I need to, like I said, I need to stop. Every video is like a mini stress bomb that is waiting to explode. And even when my channel's done well, so let's take a step back. I took a big break in December, which caused me a huge amount of anxiety, and it is. But I was away. I couldn't make videos. I was away, so fuck it. I didn't make any videos for like a month. And when I came back, I was like, my channel's probably fucked. But for some reason, I don't really know why it turned around. Resident Evil 7 gave my channel a big kick up the arse that sort of revitalized it quite a lot at the time. And then my face reveal did a huge revitalization job back in April and sort of took me back to levels that I hadn't seen for a long time. And I was like, holy shit, maybe things are going to be okay. Maybe things are going to be great. And since then, it's kind of been like back to shitness again over the last few months. Things have been declining again, and I'm not entirely sure why. I guess partly it's because if you have a big series like Resident Evil or a big event like the face reveal, people come in, they stick around for a bit, but then they don't stick around for the long term. And I think that's been the story of my YouTube channel. I've had moments of big success, especially when I was working with big channels and things like that. I've had moments of, you know, where a big playthrough's caught on, for example, but, you know, people eventually give up, and I'm back to, like, my core audience, if you will. Probably the people watching this video right now, actually, unless I call it something really shitty and clickbaity. You guys are, like, the lifeblood of my channel, and I do really much appreciate you. I probably don't treat you guys as well as I should do in terms of being thankful and delivering on stuff I should do, and I'm going to try and make an effort to change that round, and I'll tell you how and why in a moment. But my channel's definitely gone like up and down in waves, and and as a result, my depression and my obsession with my analytics and stuff goes up and down in waves. When it's going well, I'm not as interested in looking, or when I do look, it's like once a day, and I'm like, yeah, I did really fucking well. Don't have to worry anymore. I made enough money, or you know. And when it's down, it's like, holy shit, I didn't quite make enough money today. What the fuck am I gonna do? Sort of thing, and that's how it really pans out, and I wanna get away from that so badly. I really do. I really do. It's a emotional killer in some ways, and I need to think of ways to combat it, and I need to think ways to overcome it. And there isn't a magic fix. My channel, I'm not gonna be able to be like, well, like I fix my channel right now. If I could, I would. You know what I mean? So I've got to be more realistic. I've got to perhaps aim a bit lower than I have in the past. My channel isn't what it was. I don't do collabs with huge channels anymore. It's something I want to talk about. Like, a lot of people always ask me, oh, why don't you do a collab with X person? Why don't you work with X person again? And I mean, the simple truth is, like, I guess with a lot of these people, I've just drifted apart from them. I don't have any beef with them. We didn't have like a big fight or something. I feel like, did you argue with this person? Did you argue with this person? Did you argue with Pewds? Did you argue with Like, no, I haven't. I have no beef with any of these people. There have been YouTubers I've had beef with, but I'm not going to talk about that in a video. Maybe when I quit YouTube, I will. Minx exposes people, but regardless, I'm not going to get into that right now. For the most part, actually, for the 99% of the YouTubers I work with, they've all been really lovely. They've all been really nice. And I've just never really fitted into a clique, I suppose. Like, there are lots of different recording groups of YouTubers and stuff like that, and I've never really found a home. I've always been an extra person people bring in because they like me and I like them. But, like, I've never been, like, the first call up in terms of, like, a group and things like that. And I probably never will be. Especially as I think the time for that has kind of passed now, you know what I mean? Unless I miraculously make friends with an up-and-coming gaming channel and we get on really well, genuinely, instead of just like a fucking business relationship. I think this boils down to a lot of time, like, a lot of dealings between YouTubers are on a business level, and I've never really been that good at business type stuff, if you know what I mean. I've never really been that shrewd or whatever, and as a result, I've never really fitted into things. I've always been a bit uncommercial, I suppose. I'm not accusing any people I work with of being like, well, excluding Minx because she swears. I don't think it's like that. But I've just never really fitted into a clique or a niche or anything. I've always been like kind of my own thing. You know what I mean? That's what I want to say. And as a result, you never really become part of a group or anything. And I do have a group right now, actually. That's not entirely fair. I do have a group now of much smaller channels I work with, and I really enjoy working with Doxy, with Def, with Messy, with Dunce in particular. I mean, I obviously still work with other people. Sometimes some videos coming out with Smarty. I did some stuff with Drake recently. I do some streams with the Arrested Robot College and stuff on other games. So, like, people like John and Craven and Gab and Cat. I don't want to list everyone. I feel fucking stupid. Dorco. I mean, loads of cool people. I do work with loads of cool people, and I do feel lately that I've at least found a home. It's not a home that's going to, like, grow my channel from a business sense, because, like I said, I'm not really into that. You know what I mean? I feel that I feel like it just isn't for me, but it's a group of people I genuinely count as friends and not just business associates. And I feel like it's a good home in terms of at least me enjoying the content I'm making. I can make content at like a good time, and I know for a fact that this certain time on a certain day, in particular, Ritz is really reliable. Ritz will be there, and we can make videos. And it's really nice to know that I have like a group of core friends who I record regularly that I can rely on and have a good time with, and hang out with my friends while I record. I think it's really nice. So that's one thing I would say I would definitely has improved, you know what I mean, in my mental health state of YouTube recently. I've got a group of people I really enjoy working with who are good friends, and I'm not like shitting myself to try and get into a collab at 3 a.m. in the morning when I'm completely sleep deprived, which is what used to happen all the time when I did Gmod and shit, and slowly go insane. The difference, it's good to have a group of people I am really good friends with in my time zone, even though they're not in my time zone, but they're willing to get up in the morning and do it, and it's the afternoon for me. And that's really good. That's a real positive. Kind of like dashing around trying to make it into like business collabs at 3-4 a.m. in the morning with people who I like. Don't get me wrong. I'm not just like these people are people I use for business, but like getting into collabs with people I only really talk to in terms of like a work sense. Only talk to when I was making videos, and being up till 4 a.m. was killing me emotionally. About a year and a half ago, it's when I stopped doing Gmod, I guess, and yeah, it really was killing me. It really was. And I'll never see huge success as a result of the fact that I'm not willing to do that anymore. It got to the point where I was like, I can't be up to 4 a.m. fucking, you know, record, or waiting for a chance to maybe record. I can't do that anymore. I just can't do it. And it's good to have a group of people I can rely on, and that's really nice. I feel that's something that's been missing in my YouTube career for a long time, and I finally have it, and that's really awesome. I'm glad. I'm really glad about it. So that's one thing I've like kind of fixed recently, and one thing I've kind of resolved, which I'm pretty happy about. But resolving the mental health issues behind seeing like my channel go up and down, up and down, up and down, that's a tougher thing to do. That's a tougher mountain to climb. I could, if I started doing facecam on every video, that would probably bring in more viewers. Quite a lot of you seem to think my face was alright, which I was quite surprised by, if I'm honest with you, but it was really nice to see. It was really nice to hear. And it's something I do think about sometimes, but at the same time, I'm a mess. I'm a bit of a fucking slob, if I'm honest with you. Like, I don't look after myself properly. I don't want to fucking plaster my face with makeup. I know a lot of you are like, well, I don't care if you wear makeup, Minx. You don't have to wear makeup. But I kind of do, really, if I want to have a constantly good reaction from people. And that's one of the reasons I don't do face cam, is I don't want to get ready every fucking day. You know what I mean? I just don't want to do it. I'm lazy, okay? That's the bottom line. I'm fucking lazy, okay? Maybe I should start doing it, because then at least I'd have an incentive to fucking look after myself better, perhaps. But still, that's the reasoning behind it. And I do, despite the response to my face cam, I do have pretty low self-esteem. I don't like showing myself. I don't like being on display all the time. And, you know, I do wonder if I should or not. But I feel it would give my channel a kick up the arse if I did. But at the same time, I have to sort of weigh up, am I comfortable with being under constant scrutiny from all the time? Because I will inevitably get some comments that are going to be like, you're a fucking ugly fat bitch, and I hope you die, dyke, and things like that. You know what I mean? So it's weighing up whether or not I can emotionally handle that, I suppose. I think that's the real question, whether I can emotionally handle having a face cam on all the time. I do think about that a lot lately, in particular. But another thing I need to do is just try and beat the depression. Try and be more relaxed. I know it sounds like a really simple thing, like, well, if you're feeling depressed, you got to beat the depression. But I feel like I need to try and lower my expectations, be more pragmatic in what I expect from my videos, and look to the fact that those of you who watch my videos regularly, and there is a reasonable chunk of you who do all the time, a niche of you, like I said, I need to look to you guys and engage with you more, talk to you more in the comments, enjoy the positivity, because there's a lot of positive stuff on most of my videos. Like, most of my videos are overwhelmingly well received, which is great. So enjoy those interactions more. Look to you guys more just to talk and build a bit of a community. I have a niche community. I should embrace it more, basically, is what I feel. And I feel if I focus more on the positives, instead of being like, well, my channel's doing shit compared with people I used to work with, or my channel's doing shit because shitter than it used to, all that kind of stuff. My channel's never gonna be to the degree it was when I was doing 10 million views in a month. You know what I mean? It just never is. It never ever is. And I need to accept that and try and enjoy what I do have, because I still make millions and millions of views a month, like 4 to 5 million usually, which I think is pretty good. That's pretty good, actually. I mean, that is easily enough to live on, and I need to be more happy with that, more accepting with that, and it's something I definitely need to, like, work on. It's something I need to overcome. Otherwise, I'm going to spend the rest of however long I do this time just constantly being fucking stressed, and I can't do it anymore. It's been years of stress. Literally years of stress. Whether I'm stressing about doing collabs with people, whether I'm stressing about how my channel's performing, whether I'm fucking punching my microphone by accident as I wave my hand around like a fucking deranged gorilla in this room right now. All those things. I'm done. I'm done with it. I want to enjoy doing this. I want to have fun doing this. The first episode of Danganronpa went up the other day. It didn't do very well. I don't know why. The first few series of Danganronpa did really well, but I guess, again, people haven't stuck around. It was like a bit of a crest of views at the time, and now it's fallen down again. But I'm going to finish it. It's going to be like fucking 30 parts, but I'm going to fucking finish it anyway, because I want to finish series that people want to see, and there's a good chunk of you, even if it's like 5,000 of you that wanted to see it all the way through, that's a good chunk of you still, you know what I mean? And hopefully it'll be more than that. It looks like it probably will, but you know what I mean? Like, I need to just fucking finish things for you guys who watch me. And you guys who watch me are here for me, and I need to just enjoy that, and I need to embrace that. I need to stop being so fucking negative about shit. So I'm going to finish Danganronpa. I might go back and finish Virtue's Last Reward and shit like that as well, because I want to have fun. I'm going to start streaming on Twitch more and then putting it on YouTube. I think I'm doing a good job of making the YouTube content good and still feel like YouTube content, so please give me feedback on that. I need to shake the fucking constant depression and pressure of, like, ranking myself against other YouTubers and embrace the fact I have my niche. I'm never going to be super AdSense person again, I don't think Google are going to reward my language and content as much as I used to be, but fuck it. I can't compromise who I am. I've got the game list. A lot of you support me there. Thank you so much. You guys allow me to keep doing this. It's fucking amazing of you. Thank you very much. I can't remember how much I make a month on there now, like nearly $4,000. Thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate it. I really, really, really fucking do. So thank you so much for supporting me there, those who enjoy my content. It allows me to make uncensored, unedited, fuck, cunt, shit videos. Allow me to fucking say what I like and enjoy saying it. And I need to fucking thank you guys, embrace you guys, and shake this fucking stupid depression bullshit that constantly holds me back. And that's what I'm gonna do. So, you know, I'm trying to make a really positive video here. I'm sorry if I rambled a lot. I hope you guys at least understood what I was saying for the most part and that kind of shit. And, yeah. That's my experiences with being a YouTuber, anyway. Stress and bullshit, but at the same time, being gifted a really wonderful niche of fans who really enjoy my stuff, and I love you guys. I really do. And let me know what you think in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts and stuff. And my computer just went into standby mode because I fucking spent so long not touching my mouse. They went to standby mode. Anyway, see you later, guys. Thank you for listening to me rant for over 19 minutes. It's appreciated. Bye for now. Bye for now.